When we presented it in 2008, the compressive microvibration system proved itself revolutionary in the world of anti-cellulite treatment. The system was based on a cylinder with 55 silicon spheres that, rotating on their axis, emitted a low-frequency vibration. In 2014, this technology was implemented with a new mechanism. The device was equipped with sensors that detect the resistance of the tissue and increase and decrease the frequency accordingly. This system represented a true revolution in the treatment of cellulite. In 2017, it led to the so-called sensorized ablative microvibrations, a system that made it possible to perform a mechanical ablation on the epidermis, an unstable surface. This innovation was part of EVA, a new technology for facial treatment. Years of research in synergy with the University of Chieti and the University of Verona have led to merge all the experiences into a new machinery. And what better name for this than evolution? That is, the evolution of Endospheres technology, the ultimate expression of endospheres. That's why we called it evolution. We paid particular attention to the design of the machinery, which somewhat represents the family feeling of the company. It consists of a cylinder with a 40-degree angle that made it possible to install an 11-inch touchscreen. It allows the operator to interact with all the features of the machinery. Moreover, it gives it the elegance common to Italian-made products. Made in Italy, because evolution was born in Italy. We also worked on a key element, the color of the device, which can make the difference in a beauty clinic. Evolution is always interconnected. It automatically updates when the operator switches it on and gives the possibility to have all the data, information, protocols, and software updates immediately available. With evolution, you can have online assistance. Basically, through our systems, we can work directly on the machinery to control its activity and therefore optimize its functionality. Evolution is designed for the final user. We had to think of a system to acquire the final user's data: weight, height, morphology, etc. Through an app, they have the possibility of seeing the progression of the treatment and therefore their improvements. Through a QR code, evolution recognizes the final user and their treatment course and transfers all their data to the device. This ensures that the operator has all the final user's information and can implement the best treatment according to their needs. The app is equipped with a store locator, able to provide the final user with the location of any evolution worldwide. Evolution has also an app for professionals. This app allows professionals to collect all the final user's treatment data and evaluate their progress. Also, it helps understand if we have worked well or not, if an excessive pressure has been applied, if the time of application was longer than necessary.
Se abbiamo lavorato bene, se abbiamo lavorato male, se c'è stata una pressione più importante, i tempi di applicazione sono stati più lunghi del necessario.
This is possible thanks to the algorithms we've developed, which allow the operator to evaluate the activity. Our primary goal is the result. This is why we've created a series of tools for professionals aimed at optimizing the Endospheres system in the best possible way. The first tool is a light bar that shows the operator how they are working. Next to it, there is a second bar that, thanks to an algorithm, shows how the treatment should be done. So, when the two bars match, it means that the operator has worked to their best ability. This function is immediately available to the operator, so they can immediately correct the treatment. Evolution has a treatment guide system, information that can be used by the operator. Basically, the device has all the protocols that can be used with the Endospheres system. These protocols can be used in two different ways. In the first, animations show the operator all the activities related to the protocol, and therefore the maneuvers, the pressure, and the application time. In the second, a video graphically demonstrates how the device is to be used. Together, these tools are aimed at improving the effectiveness of evolution on the final user. The heart of the Endospheres compressive microvibration system is the handpiece. The handpiece was the subject of great engineering research at Phoenix. We divided the two slots, an operating slot and an engine slot, but above all we equipped it with sensors capable of detecting exactly the pressure of the device on the skin tissue. We made the handpiece more powerful, and we studied an innovative system for engine temperature and cooling. The sensors provide a whole series of information to the software, allowing to optimize the treatment at its best. The design of the handpiece has been studied to make it handy. Its shape and balance ensure that the operator can use it at its best. Evolution has three new rollers. A roller in gel with a particular viscosity, designed for the first stage of treatment. A roller for the middle phase of treatment, or better, the most functional phase. And a roller for localized activities of a brand new conception. The use of three different rollers helps to customize the treatment and therefore optimizes it according to the morphology of the final user. All of this, of course, has only one purpose: the result. One of the fundamental tools used already at the beginning of scientific research with the Endospheres system was thermography. An incredibly effective tool because it allowed us to understand what the thermal differences of the tissues were. We have worked with ITAB, the Institute for Advanced Biomedical Technologies, with this tool, and with extraordinary results. Thanks to a brand new technology, today we have made it available to professionals, and therefore to final users. As a matter of fact, we can use this tool and see exactly what happens inside the tissue. An extraordinary tool previously unthinkable. We have equipped Evolution with a new system to treat the abdomen. It is the combination of three elements: an abdominal band that houses an electromyofascial activator, a system of spheres that at a certain pressure and rotation generates what we have defined a hyperwave, and the software that monitors the activity of these two elements. This new concept, already patented, allows us to work on both male and female fat at the abdominal level, enhancing the activity we have always carried out with endospheres, precisely in these areas that are particularly in high demand by final users. The core of the system is a particular structure of the sphere. This new sphere undergoes a controlled deformation at a certain pressure, enhancing a row of rigid spheres that generate a so-called hyperwave. It is at this very moment that fascial stimulation is activated. All this determines the compression of the tissue and the consequent activity on adipocytes. All the functions we have talked about are also available for the face, with particular attention to the treatment of wrinkles, through two different rollers with relative protocols to optimize treatment. This device represents the third generation of endospheres. The scientific and technical research, the concentration of all activities carried out over 15 years. Its essence is held in its own name, evolution.